From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. They keep it with Henry on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man there is Malone. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, it's Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Wilson will throw. Flush to his right. Big hold of the 30. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. 4 down. Good guys. 4 down. 4 down. Hey, hey. Mike, 55.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
A first down carry for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down and 4. Mariota, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football in the double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Check 53 is mine. Hey, come on out here. Handle. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. One. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get wide. Check 26. Check 26.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 55. Hey, eat. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back to alert.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
And pressure comes. comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 55. Hey, E, go. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Alert.
On first down, Wilson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Stepping up, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Three. Mike, 50. Bravo! 53. Mike. What's the run? They're running it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, D. Alert.
From the 29, Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check 50. Check 50. Switch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike. 380. 14. Mike, 55. 0. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
14, 40. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Right here. 6.
Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 53. 1.
Mariota now. Sliding out of the pocket. Leaping, and he makes the grab. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Further.
They'll run on first down. Curry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota gives to Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alpha. 52. Mike 52. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
To throw Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Curry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He completes it to Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Zebra. Hey, come on now. Hey, check right.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Mitchell. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.